What's up, folks? It is I, CFK Kuro, here to bring you Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. Okay, first of all, which I realize at this exact moment in time that I say the phrase, uh, what was the phrase that I just said? Hmm. Anyways, so a few things must be said. One, I am not ending my TEW 2013 series. It has taken a 2 weekish breakish because I've been incredibly busy. Uh, as noted recently, back to work. School's over, back to work over the summer. My schedule is completely different now, which was the days that I used to have my time to record has been flipped to the days that I used to not have time to record. So getting out videos on like Thursdays is rough. Mondays is kind of rough. Uh, but now I should be able to get more videos, period, up, and not only TEW. So for those of you who don't care about wrestling, I guess you wouldn't watch this video anyway. If you're here for the Pokemon and stuff, more Pokemon will be on the way. I'll be streaming, uh, I think a couple times these next few weeks. So that's for any of y'all. And also, I should be going back to a couple of LPs to get things moving forward again. I have more free time. It's just different spots, so I had to get there. Anyway, I said that I was going to start up TEW 2016 as soon as some mods came out. I lied. Mods have not come out yet. I went ahead and made a couple of adaptations to a few converted mods to make them fit a little bit better. Will they be better? I don't know. Hopefully, this series will go on for a good little while. Um. So yeah, I think I should actually get one of these out every Tuesday, and it might replace uh, having 2013 2 times a week. I'll probably just move to having TEW on Fridays. I'll have 13 on Fridays and 16 on Tuesdays. Granted, I might do 16 more frequently because it will be a lot easier considering what I'm doing. Uh, yeah, but that's stuff for a different video. Today, we're playing Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, and I don't know if I'm going to give it away in the title. Anyway, we're going to play as WCW. Okay, let me get a quick little background of sorts. In March 2001, in this alternative history timeline, WCW went under. All televised events were withdrawn, all of its events were canceled, and it had gone completely bankrupt. With Ted Turner's influence reduced, the company could not be saved from its debt, and it was over. What did not happen, however, is WWF did not purchase WCW because while AOL had to pay off much of the company's debt, WWF did not see any of WCW's superstars as worthwhile to buy out the assets. And with the contracts of the actual draws being too expensive to buy out from AOL on their own, they just left it alone and proclaimed they had killed WCW for good. But they did not. In May of that same year, I guess April, end of April, Eric Bischoff and Fusent Media Ventures purchased many of the assets from AOL to revive WCW. The new majority owner was entertainment mogul Anmar Cujo, founder of Lyrical.com, a music streaming site that has revolutionized the music industry. That's just flavor. The new head booker is his son and wrestling superfan J. Mar Cujo. Bischoff will remain the on-screen authority, but Jamar will also have an on-screen presence. To what capacity is still unclear. Many of the bigger contracts have not been bought out, so Kevin Nash, Goldberg, the Steiners, Sting, Dustin Rhodes, Bam Bam Bigelow, Rey Mysterio, and Ric Flair could not be retained. To save on money, only 28 wrestlers from the original promotion can be retained at game start, and only 8 can be signed from other promotions. Additionally, only 8 non-wrestlers can be retained, and only 4 non-wrestlers can be signed for free agency. I can sign any talent that leaves WWF, but otherwise I can only sign 1 free agent a month, which means we'll start off with 36 active performers, or wrestlers, and 12 non-wrestlers. In regard to the championships, the Cruiser Tag belt not being brought back in the current state, there aren't enough workers for the division. The U.S. Heavyweight Championship will be vacated as soon as possible because Booker T is not suitable to defend both that belt and the World Heavyweight Championship. The Tag Team and Cruiserweight Championships will be retained with the same champions. However, they'll both be defended on the very first episode of... I realize I probably should name it Monday Nitro, especially since it's not on Monday, is it? It is on Monday. Ooh, I should have done that. Nevertheless, other titles that were eventually dropped for return were the Women's, Hardcore, TV, 6-Man Tag, and US Tag. They were all deemed too niche for the beginning. We've already gotten a few network deals for around the world, so we will be broadcasting in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Japan. We will look forward towards expanding into Mexico, Europe, and Australia in due time. Now that we have that out the way, let's get to the goods. That's the wrong goods. The goods. Alright, I don't have my storylines up yet. I haven't done it yet. For titles, our Cruiserweight champion is Gregory Helms, who won it on the last Nitro. Wait, hold up. I didn't change the... Wait a second. That's a nice one. Yeah, use that one. The United States Heavyweight Championship has been vacated last held by Booker T. The World Heavyweight Champion is also Booker T, and the World Tag Team Champions are the Natural Born Thrillers, Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire. Our roster, let's go with out-of-ring talent first of all. We retain Arn Anderson, Charles Robinson, Eric Bischoff, Gene Okerlund. I thought I could probably do this in a strange manner. Paisley, Stacy Keibler, Tony Schiavone, and Tori Wilson. We signed Rena, Sable, Jerry the King Lawler, who was free agent at this period of time, J. Marcujo, who doesn't count, James Mitchell, and Daphne, who wasn't actually part of the active roster at this time because they cut out the women division because they ran out of money. And for our in-ring guys, we have AJ Styles, Big Vito, Billy Kidman, Booker T, Brian Adams, Brian Clark, Chavo Guerrero Jr., Chuck Palumbo, Crowbar, Diamond Dallas Page, Disco Inferno, Gregory Helms, Hugh Morris, Jamie Noble, Jeff Jarrett, John Cena. I mean, he was there. Johnny Stamboli, Canyon, Kaz Hayashi, Ken Shamrock, La Parca, Lance Storm, Mark Jindrak, Mike Awesome, Mike Sanders, Nelson Knight, Road Warrior Animal, Rob Van Dam, Sean O'Haire, Shane Douglas, Shannon Moore, Sean Stasiak, Tommy Dreamer, Tony Mamaluke, Yoshihiro Tajiri, and Yun Yang. I want to make one change. No, what was it? Is our schedule? No, I can't change the night. Ah, man. It was supposed to be on a different night. I want pay per views tomorrow. No, Slamboree off because it's not going to happen right now. To our first pay per view will be the Great American Bash in 6 weeks after 6 Nitros from now. So we have a lot of time for the initial build up, and because of that, our very first night will be quite spectacular. I will see you very shortly as we begin the first night of the new Nitro. I figured this needed to be noticed. Very first night. 4 incidents. 4. I hope this doesn't mess anything up. Road Worry Animal, what's the problem? A lot of heat for being selfish. Fine. Stern warning. Nothing noteworthy. Shane Douglas, a lot of heat, stern warning. Brian Adams, RVD. Fine. Jeez. Brian Clark, Jerry. Okay. Brian Clark's improved his behavior. Thank you, Jerry. I'm very happy about that. That was a couple problems, so our rating took a hit. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, guys. Starting off with the pre-show. In a terrible pre-show match, Young Dragons 3 defeated Big Vito and Tony Mamaluke in 10:22 when Yoshihiro Tajiri defeated Tony Mamaluke by pinfall with a brainbuster. Yun Yang carried the match with a D. Tajiri had an E+. It didn't really... In-ring performance is affected by overness, so that's why. Don't get it. Tajiri is improving. Tony Mamaluke is improving. Good. Lots of, like, bonuses. Just low... Oh, announce experience. Yeah. Okay. In a decent pre-show match, Chronic defeated Shannon Moore and Jamie Noble in 9:44 when Brian Clark defeated Jamie Noble by pinfall with a powerbomb. Shannon Moore's pretty good. Not bad. Shannon and Jamie are improving performance skills. Good. And in a pre-show match that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, La Parka defeated Kaz Hayashi in 9:48 by pinfall with a Sky Twister press. They have great chemistry. Keep that in mind. Is there a gimmick change? Yes. Nope, that's not good. Well, damn. Okay. The show opens with Eric Bischoff listening to a wave of cheers and boos. He starts by saying that if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a WCW, eliciting even more boos. Tonight, I welcome you to the new and improved WCW, one that will finally put that miserable old man Vince McMahon on his ass. With my leadership, WCW will see its greatest days, yet furthermore, he is interrupted by a young man who runs into the ring and grabs the mic from him. Don't you dare say this was all you. If my father didn't bail you out, you wouldn't be here. No, of course. How could I be so forgetful? Eric says sarcastically. Everyone, this is... My name is J. Morkuro, and I am... No. And my father owns this company. He saved it, and you are all very welcome. He leaves. Well then, tonight we have an amazing showcase of the best of WCW, with 3 titles on the line, and a fatal 4-way to decide who will face the World Heavyweight Championship Booker T at Nitro next week. I don't know why I put the Great American Bash. We have the Cruiserweight title coming up next. I looked awful in this segment. Very poor trying to improvise because Eric didn't want a thing. Improvising, low locker morale. That'll get better next week. In a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, Chavo Guerrero defeated Gregory Helms in 11:44 by submission. Chavo Guerrero Jr. wins the WCW Cruiserweight title. I always want to say World Heavyweight. Anyway, Chavo and Gregory have great chemistry. Needed more time. Alright, I'll remember that. Greg had a C. I mean D. Good, good. Great chemistry. This is going to work out splendidly. Chavo runs around the ring and celebrates that he's won back his Cruiserweight title that he lost on the final Nitro just a few months back. Gregory Helms sits in the ring looking very disappointed. James Mitchell walks up to the ring with the menacing Knight right behind him. He grabs a microphone and says that he and Knight were searching for a place to call home. And they're looking for some people to call family. He says that Mr. Knight will be giving a little demonstration on what a friendship with us can entail. Inserts evil laughter. Yeah, okay. Pretty good. Only promises morale and yeah, I'll get better in time. Well, Viscera writes, Monster, no, you're the servant. Great gimmick. Alright, nice. In an extremely short match. Ah, yes. Nelson Knight defeated AJ Styles in 3:55 by pinfall with a big splash. James Mitchell did great work at ringside, and Nelson Knight and James Mitchell have pretty good chemistry. Good, good. Things are going Millhouse. Okay. The commentary team take a second to introduce themselves to the audience, albeit a little late into the show, but King says that there was just so much action, they couldn't find a spot to mention it. Tony says that tonight will be an amazing start to the new WCW. And you can't teach that. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Backstage, Gene Oakland is with Mike Sanders and Mark Jindrak, formerly of the Natural Born Thrillers. With the current tag team, formerly of the Natural Born Thrillers, with the current tag team champions Sean O'Haire and Chuck Palumbo. Mike says that him and Mark are going to finally take those backstabbing losers down and take those belts for the Beast and the Natural above at just then. Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer come to the frame. Mike asks, who the hell are you? And of course Tommy says he's Tommy Dreamer, and Rob says that he is the Rob Van Dam, and that he's looking forward to this opportunity on his first night in the company. Team Extreme walk off to an annoyed Mike Sanders. The match will begin soon. I get some overness. Okay. In a decent match, the Natural Born Thrillers defeated Mike and Mark and Tommy Dreamer and Rob Van Dam in 12:59. It wasn't elimination tag. Whatever. Natural Born Thrillers mark defense number 1 of the WCW World Tag Team titles. O'Haire and Van Dam had C minuses. Chuck got a D plus. Mike and Dreamer had D's, and Jindrak had a D minus. But Jindrak looked amazing when he did it. So all is well that ends well. Live performance and some rumble. Pretty good. Oh yeah, I didn't have that in there. I'll put that in there next time. I'll remember to announce who is their manager. Oh damn it! Way to go. Yeah, Sable's their manager. It just seemed like it would fit. You look at them. All right. Jerry and Tony hype up the upcoming United States Battle Royale to decide a new champion. In a decent match, Sean Stasiak won a Battle Royale in 12:13. The other members of the Final Four were Hugh Morris, Disco Inferno, and Crowbar, with Hugh Morris being the final elimination. Road Warrior Animal got the most eliminations over the course of the match. Shawn Stasiak wins the WCW United States Heavyweight title. Hugh Morris needs a gimmick change, apparently. We have other people in there. We have Team Canada of Lance Storm and Mike Awesome. We have Johnny the Bull Stamboli. We got Billy Kidman or Killy Bidman. And John Cena! I'm going to kill myself for that. Pretty good. Worker Improvements, Mike Awesome, Crowbar, Disco Inferno, yay. Road Warrior Animal, and most importantly, Shawn Stasiak, who has gotten this belt, this opportunity. Booker T comes down to ringside as he will be added to the commentary team to decide the number one contender for his World Heavyweight Championship. Okay, and in a bout that had great heat and good action, Jeff Jarrett defeated Kanyon, Diamond Dallas Page, and Shane Douglas in 1741 when Jeff Jarrett defeated Kanyon by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. The match got the crowd buzzing. Shane Douglas got a C, Kanyon got a C, J-E-double-F, J-A-R-R-E-double-T got the C plus baby, and DDP got the C plus bang bang. Right. Everybody did. DDP's got some issues. What was that negative right there? Oh, locker room morale. That's it. Pretty good. Jeff's getting better rumble skills. And to end off the show, Jeff Jarrett stares down the champion at ringside. The show ends with Booker T holding up his title with determination in his face. Tune in next week to see what developments occur. Nice. Not enough attractive women. Up in 19, down in 6. That's pretty good. That's usually better than I have done in the past with a much better roster. Granted, I've always had locker room problems because WCW had an awful backstage at this time period. Well, not now because they were defunct, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Emails. Kaz upset. Daphne doesn't have a client. She will soon. What is this? Shane Douglas has an incident. Steroids. Shane, you're not the. You're. What do you mean annoyed at recent booking? So the fact that you lost? Kaz, new gimmick. Yeah, sorry about that. You're annoyed about recent booking of what? Not winning? Alright, I have a work agreement with Heartland. Drug tests. Natural got an 8.13. Shane Douglas has a booking complaint. He needs more wins. You'll get them, man. And why are Chuck and Chavo upset? You don't have any other jobs. I'm your only gerb. Did I change the product too much? I don't think so. A little bit more on Lucha Libre. I need more. Yeah, I need to get. Let's see. Rena Keebler. Well, I have Paisley, but Booker T didn't have a match. I have Keebler, who's managing. Yeah, Stasiak. Tori's. I guess Tori didn't count for the Battle Royale. Or maybe, I don't know. I do need more women. But I can't sign them right now. Bad time. I guess I'll just go through, like, these things. Alright. Vince McMahon admits defeat. XFL closes. Bischoff buys WCW. Everyone gets ratings. I have a working agreement with HWA, so I can, move some guys around. And Backlash was a huge success. It was amazing. This is Raw. But yeah, Backlash was a success. And we just kind of fell apart. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. This will not be taking over the entire channel. Thursday, we will have more 2013 to continue on the build to WrestleMania. I hit a little roadblock. Let that sink in. So yeah, that kind of happened. But things will get better. I mean, things will progress. Anyways, folks, thanks for watching, and peace.